What up, everybody? What up? What up? What up? We back. We back. We back. It's Big Chris and nephew coming at you again with another spicy topic. The name of the topic, the subject matter at hand is willful ignorance. How it's not an excuse. So look, man, I'm gonna tell you about this. Me and my partner, two of my partners, we were having a conversation. It started out it started out about one of my other partners. He was just goofing around. We called another one of my partners on three-way. When he answered the phone, my partner was just singing "Reading Rainbow" pretty much, and just acting goofy or whatever. And I was participating. And then the partner that we called, he answered the phone, um, pretty much on some with a bunch of negative energy, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And I had made a joke about my partner was singing "Reading Rainbow," and I was ad libbing. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
being goofy. And my partner was like, the one we called, he was like, "Why y'all singing that?" And my partner was like, "Oh man, you know that's just a top childhood song, man." And he was like, "Man, ain't no use to y'all singing that. They don't play that no more." And so I say, "Yeah, man. I'm in my 40s. I know they don't play it no more. They play other stuff now." Then I made a joke that was kind of controversial, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
about it. They play, you know what I'm saying, they play this now on TV, you know what I'm saying, and it it had something to do with uh homosexuality, you know what I'm saying. It was the agenda being pushed. I was like, no, man, they don't play that no more. Uh, you see, you watch turn on TV now, and you see two kids kiss. You know what I'm saying? Be a boy and boy, girl and girl.
Yeah.
And then he was like, the one partner that was singing, he stopped and was like, huh? And the one we called, he was like, nah, I know you playing. I said, nah, I'm just playing, man. Yeah, I said, they ain't showing it on PBS and stuff like that. And so the partner that we called, the partner that was on the phone with me, he goes into saying, "Oh no, man, yeah, I know you were just playing, but he didn't know I was playing." So he's like, "Yeah, I'm finna say." So the partner that we called, he go in and saying, "Man, I don't care about none of that. None of that ain't got nothing to do with me." And he was like, "I really don't care what they playing. I don't care about what they were playing back then." So my other partner that was already on the phone with me, he was like, "Man, what's wrong with you? Like, why you coming at it like that?" And I'm just saying, I don't care about none of this stuff. So, then so that led us into saying, so yeah, man, it's just kids music, man. You know what I'm saying? And um, so we like, those kids probably be listening to something. We going on talking like that. He steady coming talking about some, man, I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, none of that got nothing to do with my life. I said, man, you got a kid. How they got to do with your life? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, and he was like, man. So then he turned and said, man, the internet gonna teach your kids whatever more than you can teach them. So you know what I'm saying? Ain't no use to worry about none of that mess. You know what I'm saying? The internet is more powerful and got so much stuff on it now, and you might well not even worry about that. And so I'm like, what? So my other partner, he started just listening. I'm like, man, no. I said, no, man. I control my son content. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, of course things don't sneak in, but for the most part, I control my son content. And he go on to talk about some, um, man, they gonna see more than what you think they gonna see, and they gonna do more than what you think they gonna do. And so I'm like, well, so what you saying, bro? You saying just sit back and watch your kid enter into the world and be persuaded and programmed by all these different agendas. He going to say, Man, you got an agenda. We got an agenda. You was programmed when you was young about a certain way, and just like they are now. Who's to say that the way back then is a good way? And then I was like, man, listen, I'm an adult now. You know what I'm saying? I said, of course, my programming as a child got me going in the direction that I'm going. I said, but as an adult, I found my own way. I got my own beliefs. I do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I control my family in the way that I see that fit. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know, the basis, the foundation of what I'm doing, it has a certain amount of morals and values. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I feel like that's what you're supposed to have. And then he was like, man, listen, these kids, you know what I'm saying, they different from back then. And I said, so what you saying, man? Like you ain't gonna, parent your child. You just gonna let the world raise your child and hope they get right. He like, man, no, man, I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is, hey, none of that stuff. I don't worry about none of that stuff. Man, the world gonna teach you more, teach your kid more than what you can teach. What you think about that, man?
The world, the world, the world. Sound like he depended on the world to me. For
Yeah,
real.
that was a part of during our back and forth. I mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned it, and on one foot he was saying, "Nah, that ain't what I'm saying," but on the other foot he kept saying that. You know what I'm saying? And I kept telling him, "But it sounds like you saying this. Sit back, let your kids absorb what they're gonna absorb, and that's it." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Man, you talking about all these agendas? You judging these agendas." He going and talking about this. I'm tell you what this man gonna I'm gonna tell you what this man gonna say. This man say, yeah, you brought up, like the homosexuality, but you will sit there, y'all. He said, y'all will sit there and turn on porn and watch two women get down and don't feel no way about it. You think that's right? I said, who said it's right? You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm just saying, you indulge. I said, I indulge in many things that's not right. I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not perfect. I do a lot of things ain't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I try to make the most of me, what I'm saying, do the right thing. But there's a lot of me that do the wrong thing because I'm just human, bro. And he was like, so I say, just because I watch it and enjoy it don't mean it's right. I mean, I watch people get murked on TV. It ain't right, but I watch it. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, he said something else, man, that made me say, man, why you keep saying these things that I ain't saying? You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
But the point I would try to drive to him though is, bro, you got to be active in your kids' lives, in your family life. You got to be an active participant because all this sit back, let the world do this and see how it turn out. That's autopilot. You you know, autopilot is not active parenting. That's being lazy, and you gonna suffer the consequences of that later when you get older and can do less.
listen, bro. You exactly right. I hear you saying like autopilot. What it sound like to me, he ain't even a pilot. You know what I'm saying? You
See
know
the
what I'm saying?
passenger life, bro.
I mean, for real, bro, because like as a parent, you should take the initiative. First of all, know that actions speak louder than words. So your kids gonna mirror whatever you do. You running around here with the attitude of the world gonna raise them. You might as well just let it be. No, bro, that's being a that's sorry, bro. That's
Mm-hmm.
sorry. That's completely sorry, bro. Coming from somebody who has wanted a child, like nah, we raising kings and queens around here. Like your kids should be raised with a sense of morality. Your kids, you should be taking initiative to control your child's content, to control, um, like have some type of security in place, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, financial. Some people just don't try, bro. They just don't try.
Listen, he told me, well, see, I'm calling this segment Willful Ignorance because, like we talked to another partner of ours, you know what I'm saying, about the whole situation. And he was like, man, he don't know no better. So I say, he don't know no better. That's true. He don't know no better. But he don't know no better on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's many people around him intertwined in his life that at one point or another, on several occasions, try to show him the proper ways of doing certain things and try to suggest um, more informative ways. I mean, what's the informative might be the right word? You know what I'm saying? Try to suggest more positive ways of doing certain things when it comes down to um, outlook and being productive in his life, just him, and being productive in his life as far as with the family he's created.
Yeah,
And as a man, and as a father, and as a son, and as a brother, on all those fronts, you know what I'm saying? And what when you sit down with him and get to talking, because we be having like God meetings and stuff like that. We done started going out and just the guys go out, find food, find a steak restaurant or something like that. We go out, trip out, some camaraderie, talk about things, stuff like that. That's something we just started to do.
right.
And, in these conversations, when you're trying to tell him, try to advise him on certain things, he'll mess around and say something like, man, that's all too complicated, man. That's too much movement. That's too much doing. That's chaos to me. He feels like rolling your sleeves up and doing the work, bearing through the time, bearing through the things you don't really want to do, but you're doing them because you're supposed to do it, and stop and not depending on people to do so many things, and learning how to do a lot of things yourself. So your kid can actually see you doing these things. They can experience these things with you firsthand. He feel like that's chaos. He feel like, you know,
So he's
things
okay with doing a bare minimum.
yeah, he want to throw money at it. Like I could pay somebody to do. I could pay somebody to do my help my kid do her homework. I could pay somebody to cook me dinner and I just bring it home. I could pay somebody to, you know, go out with my kid to a water park or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's never done any of these things ever, but he does it the least, and other people do it more than him.
I mean, I can understand his perspective because I guess he got the perspective, that money moves a lot of things. I mean, we all know this money moves a lot of things. But come on, man, this reality. What really matters is the time invested, right? With our
Mm-hmm.
children. It's the time invested, the time that we spend with them, to bond with them, to actually use the opportunity to be with them, man. Because a lot of people don't even have their kids. You know,
Man, that's somebody else.
like, I mean, that's sad, bro. That's sad to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can pay people to do things, but you can't paying somebody to do something on your behalf for somebody else doesn't create a bond. You
It
know what I'm
does.
saying?
It doesn't.
And guess what's gonna happen in this? Your child is gonna expect you to throw money at everything, even in the times that you don't have it like that. And guess what you gonna end up saying to the child? Well, you must think I'm a bank or something. You must think money grow on trees, but you taught him that though. You taught him if you can't do it yourself, pay somebody. And you've always been able to pay somebody. So why not now?
Facts, big facts,
You know
big.
what I'm saying? But you can't get them to notification from the group. You can't get them to think that way though, man. Like once you get to talking like that, he'll just make up another excuse, another excuse, another excuse. You know what I'm saying? The man said,
You got them crutches.
oh yeah, the man said, man, even your kids, they heroes are on the TV, in the movies, and online. I said, not my kids. I said, yeah, he like Marvel and DC. He like Batman and Superman and the Hulk. I said, but he'll trade all of them in. I guarantee you that. I'm
For
talking
real.
about he'll give up any device, give up any character, give up his tablet, his game, whatever you want to name, to hang out with me boys. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
And,
up.
you, and I said, you know why that is, bro? He said, because he respects you. That's a given. Of course he respects me, but it's about more than that. It's because when I'm home off the road, I spend quality time. Me and him do things on our own. We have guide days. I go in the yard and play with him. You know what I'm saying? We wrestle. We play ball. We throw the ball. I take him to indoor playgrounds and trampoline park. Just me and him, just the guys. Often he said, "Let's have guys day." I have a guys day. You know what I'm saying? Like we build bond that way. He look at me like I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? When he have a problem, some of his broke. Before I try to trash it or something, I try to fix it. When he going through something at school, going through something with his mama or with me, I sit down and I hear him out. I let him express himself. I let him explain to me how he's processing anything that's going on. I let him give me his reasoning for doing or saying anything that's in question, and whether I discipline him whatever way I decide to or not. Me letting him explain, me considering his point of view, me considering his feelings goes a long way, no matter what I end up doing in the end. No
That's
matter.
beautiful.
You
That's
know what I'm
beautiful.
saying? And it's that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of stuff. Be like, we go outside. I bought like I got a kind of big fire pit and a small one. I roast marshmallows with him. I let him do it. He's like, put it on. Like, no, you put it on there. I show him how to do it. Let him hold it over there. Make him some s'mores and stuff. All that type of stuff. All that stuff is important, man. It's gonna count later on. It counts now, but it's gonna count more later on. I try to encourage him to talk to me about anything, even if you think I'm gonna be mad about it. Don't assume what's gonna happen. Just let me hear you out. Don't take that from me. Let me hear you out. And he does it.
That's beautiful, bro. Like, so it's about creating moments. That's what it is with these children, man. When you invest the time that you're supposed to invest with your children as a parent, it's about creating moments that they remember. Cause Lord knows I'm gonna do everything I can. Like I'm trying to be a stay-at-home dad right now. I ain't even lying.
Yeah.
For real, man. But
I mean, it's same thing like in a marriage or in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Autopilot, bro. If you try to put your relationship on autopilot or you let it fly on autopilot, it's just like flying in a plane. Eventually, that thing gonna crash. You got to stay aware and be active. And plus, we're not talking planes anyway. We talking human life. Human life is very complex. Human emotion is very complex. You know what I'm saying? People understand and perceive things in various ways. For those reasons, you must be hands on. You got to be hands on, open minded, attentive, and aware. You know what I'm saying? When I get to talking like that, it's like, man, whatever, man. I just, this, that, and the third. And some people that look, ask me, man, why you even talk to him, man? He doesn't even ask me. He doesn't even talk, man. He doesn't even came to me, man. Hey, I appreciate you putting up with me, man. A lot of my other friends have left me alone. I mean, you be seeing right through my bullshit, and you ain't never gave up on me though. And for a long time, that gave me a sense of feel good to be that to for somebody to count on me. I'm coming through for him. I haven't given up on him, no matter what he's doing and saying. But today the other partner that was on the phone said something to me that I didn't even never think about. He said, "Man, when he says that, that's kind of like what women do when they dog on a man, but they want to continue to dog him, or they not doing what they supposed to do, even if it's not just dogging the man. If they not doing what they supposed to do, but they don't want the ride to be over, so they pat you, rub you on the back. Thanks, baby. Thank you for believing in me. But I ain't got no intentions on changing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just give you some gratitude to soothe you, to keep you around. I said, man, you know what? That's sure how they go. That's sure. Then all of a sudden, that made me feel another way. You know what I'm saying? Another way then.
You
Now
went from
then I
high, you went from high to low.
yeah, because now I'm thinking that's just another thing he does to just indulge, to live in, delve deeper in his willful ignorance. And I ain't feeling that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we be taking breaks from each other because I'm the type of person, man, listen. A lot of people call on me to talk, have conversations about things, talk about things. But listen, bro, I'm just human. I can only take so much. I had to take breaks from people, man. If your energy is super low vibrational and you're living in it, you're wallowing in it, and you're not doing anything to try to come out of it, but just talk about it and cry about it and complain about it. I don't want to be around it because guess what? You're gonna trick me into doing the same thing, whether you trying to or not.
Yeah. Because energy is very real. Influence is very real. Yo,
Yeah,
if I that saying you are what you hang around, shh,
yeah, yeah. If you hang around it, you will become it. But man, what what's your advice to people that feel like they can go through life, especially with other people's lives tied to theirs, go through their life on autopilot?
what's my advice to them?
You know,
Go inward, man. Like it's something going on within yourself, first of all, because it's like a child raising a child to be having that mentality. Like to just
and
that's giving up so fast. Like how old is a child?
like
It really don't even matter.
13
13.
or 12 or 13, something like that.
Yeah, man. I just giving up on a child, man. Just giving them to the world like that.
But he don't see it that way though. He don't see his he sees his actions as being is a form of being active. That's the problem because
How if you're doing nothing though?
every time I kept saying mentioning inactivity and autopilot, he was dismissing all that as not being a fact. See, and then the thing is, he was raised. He was raised in the house by both parents, whose parents didn't raise him. You know what I'm saying? Just the same way he doing. You're in it. His daughter in the house with him, but he's not raising her. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Now see, that's That's whew, that's a whole nother thing. Both parents in the house, but not raising them. Like,
Yeah,
whew.
see, but he don't. No, he in his house it's not both parents, but where
Right, right.
he got raised, so he just passing that on. But he don't see that though. It's to him he's doing better than what his parents did because he, he's not in impoverished environment. You know what I'm saying? So he put a lot of stock into material things, a lot of value into transactional relationships and and material things.
Making money
So
can pay for
got that
everything.
going on to him. That's value,
He think money can pay for everything.
pretty much.
Nah, dog. I wouldn't advise keep going down that road, bro. Because your child will eventually build, like, especially if they take notice to it. It don't take long for kids to pick up on anything. But if a child takes notice to, like you said earlier, how you push money out to solve problems, you don't think that's gonna cause the child to build some type of resentment towards you? Like,
Eventually,
I tell people all the time, like, go see your kids, bruh. Like you have a family way, you have 4 or 5 kids in another state, and you come to another state to start making more kids.
we ended it, trying to end it on a lighter note, and I ended up just getting off the phone because it was things in my mind that I felt like he needed to hear, but I knew that at that point in time, the timing of it was going to rip us apart.
Yeah,
It was going to be where the conversation had got intensified to. If I had kept going in that direction and got more out that things that he, what I'm saying, not owning and what I'm saying, and stuff that he was saying, the definition of the stuff he was saying, we weren't gonna be friends anymore, bro. Trust me.
yeah,
Trust me. Other partner said some stuff to him that almost sent him through the roof. He told him the truth though.
yeah.
But
So all three of y'all was still on the phone still at the time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. See, you had self-control in the situation. You could have allowed your emotions to ruin something that y'all had, which is a friendship or whatever ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, I applaud you for that, bro. Like, most people ain't even able to do that. You know,
Yeah.
with you being who you are and as straightforward as I know you to be, like, I applaud that shit, for real.
Yeah. It took a lot.
I know, I know the roar was gonna come out of you, man. Like for those out there who not taking initiative, man, in their kids' life, man, don't allow your child to build any type of resentment for you. Whether it's from you not spending enough time with them, you not, giving them hugs, you not kissing on them, you not, just doing what a parent does. I mean, you had them be there for them. Make it
Well,
make
hey y'all, this big Chris and nephew, we about to sign off this thing. We'll get with y'all on the next one. Peace.
yes, Lord.